The state organization of anomalous figures presents a special informational material. How to behave in case of an anomalous incident. Currently, we are able to distinguish two types of supernatural events. Belong to them: mental events, biological events. Psychic events are changes in the brain responsible for the perception of the environment. They are responsible, among others, for the misplacements of objects or changes in the construction of rooms, buildings and space around the person affected by the anomaly. Most often, however, the anomaly occurs after a person has come into contact with a biological event, so it is quite easy to diagnose. Biological events are unnaturally occurring plants, creatures or humanoid figures seemingly resembling shapes familiar to humans, focusing the attention of a potential victim. Any contact with the above-mentioned facilities should be reported to the emergency number. Reporting the incident in detail is still possible. Any attempt to make physical contact with the anomaly is not allowed. Among the observed anomalous figures, we distinguish 5 forms: traces, headless, Nephilim, copyman, stretch. Traces, an anomaly appearing in the form of plants such as tall grass, bushes or vines. While the shape imitates the appearance of real plants, they are distinguished from the rest of the environment by almost complete black color and the lack of any shadow. Although the anomaly is extremely rare, physical contact with it is usually accompanied by the symptoms of a psychic event. These symptoms disappear after at least 6 days. In extreme cases, they lead to Headless, appear mostly as humanoid beings, although often deformed, having no head. Despite this, they seem to be perfectly oriented in the field. The moment a potential victim spots an anomalous entity and gets close enough, it immediately rushes towards it. An encounter with this creature almost always ends with the head detaching from the rest of the body, which the anomaly takes with it. So far, only 12 dead bodies without heads have been found. Nephilim, huge, usually 4-legged, bony creatures with gray-colored skin. They have not been observed to have organs such as eyes, ears or nose. However, they have an extremely well-hidden mouth in the head-like part of their body. It is not uncommon for long, sharp, bone-like elements to protrude from the anomalous entity's body. However, they do not seem to hinder the movement of anomalies. When a potential victim comes within range of the anomaly, usually within 100 to 300 meters, it begins to emit a long, rumbling sound. Once the victim is at least 20 meters from the anomaly, they begin to experience the symptoms of a psychic event. Shortly thereafter, the anomaly rushes towards the victim, then uttering a deafening throws. So far, 4 anomalous creatures of this type have been recorded. Copyman is an anomaly appearing in the form of a human. The original appearance of the anomaly is unknown, due to the fact that it uses dead human bodies to move. Over time, the anomalous entity begins to affect human tissues, causing them to expand or tear, which consequently shows only a small part of its true appearance. One such feature is white skin with visible muscles. The anomaly can move at tremendous speed, but mostly lies in place, awaiting a potential victim. As a result of an incident on 08-1993, it was proven that the entity is able to communicate with humans, most often by imitating stretch, a type of biological anomaly that is transmitted by touch and by droplets, interfering with the structure of the human body. Contact with the anomaly initially results in dizziness or loss of consciousness. A few hours after the return of consciousness, changes occur in the skeletal system, quickly lengthening its elements, which after a while break through human skin, muscles and some internal organs. This painful process always ends with the death of a person within a week of his encounter with the anomalous entity. As the bones grow, a red, viscous liquid begins to ooze from the damaged tissues, which dissipates in the form of smoke about an hour after leaving the body. Incidents involving this type of anomaly are usually accompanied by a previous visit to the place where the same red liquid was found along with the dead body. As a result of the stretch anomaly incident on June 12, 1993, 146 people died, while only 5 people were successfully isolated and transported to the facility for further observation. Now we can answer the right question, how to behave in the case of an anomalous incident. First, look around. Find out what type of anomaly you are dealing with. If the anomaly is in sight, stay calm. Carefully move away from the anomaly, making sure it's not heading in your direction. Find shelter. Stay away from the white door. Follow the shadow, it will keep you safe. Above all, don't run.
Dette er basen. Vi fant dette stedet. Vi fant dette skjæret. For å være ærlig så hadde alt vært bra hvis det ikke var for at vi i tillegg til skåren har ferske spor her. Det er ikke et dyr. Og det er definitivt ikke menneskelig.
We observed this situation and it did not fill us with optimism. For example, because of the area that has been gradually degraded as a result of the crash of this something. They had and we have no idea what it is either. They sent a probe, watched the surface, but nothing more. We're just collecting information. They started to study it and mentioned its structure. They want to exploit it. From the moment it was on Earth, they too began to think differently. All as if their fascination turned into a sick obsession. There were too many possibilities. At the moment, the only thing left is the fear that they will eventually do something that we will all regret later.
collider was not prepared for this. Plans changed suddenly, but the tests went surprisingly well. The new shards also provided a lot of new information. However, I am concerned about the way tests involving animals, not to mention humans, are conducted. At first everything was fine, but after a while their transformations began. Animals did not experience it as well as humans. After a few minutes they simply died. But those, they changed. They are not the same. They have lost consciousness and their former body. No, they are something more than humans.
Critical failure. Research room on level -2 cut off from power. Control panels inactive. Damage to wall 5 of supernatural objects vault has been detected.
Attention! Due to the growing biohazard of unknown origin, the people of are asked to stay at home, close doors and windows. If possible, take shelter in an attic, on a roof or in a place 5 to 10 meters above the ground. In case of close contact with Category 4 hazardous biological waste, immediately isolate the infected person and report the case to the nearest medical facility. The State Organization of Anomalous Figures informs, any incident resulting in the discovery of bodies should be reported without delay to the emergency number, referring to Procedure B2. First of all, you should stay calm.
Stay calm.
Breaking news. Kandara, Gauntmo, Dirain, and Bowder counties were hit hard by the unnatural biohazard on the night of June 12th to 13th. According to eyewitnesses, the arrival of the so-called red mist was sudden. 6 minutes after midnight, the first reports of strange cases of illnesses and unnatural changes in the shape of the bodies of infected people began to appear. There were also occasional reports of tall, deformed bodies appearing in the mist. All records, reports, and documentation related to the deformed, enormous creatures should be reported to the State Anomalous Figure Organization's information.
Are you tired from being the saddest and weirdest person on Earth? Now you don't have to. This fantastic remedy has been recreated with the help of Lutanix Research Facility. Thanks to the brilliant combination of liquid helium with a special type of psychedrin, you can feel much better today. This wonderful drug guarantees you happiness, pride, losing excess weight. Remember to use it every day. Possible side effects include excessive weakening of the immune system, loss of consciousness, bloody vomiting, drying of the skin, losing the ability to touch the ground. Feel lighter today with Heliacid.
Don't forget to check out other Lutanix products. Thanks for your support.
Welcome to the in-sound theory. Everything around us makes a sound. Even if we are unable to hear it, it can significantly affect the environment. The in-sound theory assumes that with the appropriately selected frequency of sound, with its help we are able to see and feel much more than before. Among the waves, we can mention 4 basic ones that we are able to obtain with the help of electronic equipment. The in-sound theory took care of safety and in cooperation with the Lieutenant Company obtained a new type of wave that physically affects the environment. The manipulator. A wave composed of several types of waves with relatively low frequencies, as well as a special tone, generated with the help of the most modern equipment. The new sound waves react with the environment, transferring the recording along with the image to the scanner, where we are able to observe what we are not able to see with the naked eye.
Okay. Patient 12B, previously affected by an anomalous mental type incident. Could you again describe exactly what you saw? Calm down. Take your time. We know how traumatic such an event can be.
I don't think I anticipated it. I already told you. That fluttering sound and the wind. That feeling.
Can you describe it more precisely? What did you see?
Butterfly.
Uwaga! Komunikat dotyczy województw łódzkiego oraz wielkopolskiego. Według ostatnich doniesień na terenie wymienionych wyżej województw zaobserwowano podmioty anomalne. Posługując się klasyfikacją bytów anomalnych spisaną przez amerykańską agencję S, uprasza się ludność cywilną o pozostanie w domach, a także szczelne zamknięcie okien i drzwi. W przypadku dostrzeżenia jakichkolwiek wysokich, zdeformowanych istot należy zadzwonić pod numer alarmowy, powołując się na standardowe procedury dla incydentów anomalnych. Alarm obowiązuje do dnia 5 czerwca, dopóki zagrożenie nadnaturalne nie zostanie wyeliminowane.
Hej, Mark, słyszałeś o tych dwóch nastolatkach, które zwiedzały ten stary tunel? Co się stało? Cóż, mieli zostać w domu jak wszyscy inni. Rządowi wyświetlili specjalny komunikat, ale oni i tak zdecydowali się pojechać. Dotarli aż do końca tunelu i znaleźli martwe ciało. Trup to w sumie ostatnia rzecz, jakiej się tutaj spodziewam. Czekaj, było coś jeszcze? Mieliśmy raport. Z nagrania wynikało, że widzieli też tę dziwną postać bez głowy. Jak myślisz, czym to jest? Nie mam pojęcia. Przylazło kiedyś i zaczęły się komunikaty. W aktach wspominali o jakiejś górze w stanie Kandara. Czy któryś z nich w ogóle przeżył? Jeden. Drugi podszedł zdecydowanie za blisko. Jego ciało znaleźli tydzień temu w polu. Słyszysz to? Myślisz, że to Nephilim? Prawdopodobnie. Żadnego jeszcze na oczy nie widziałem. Patrz tam. Kurw, ogromny. Zgłoś to, potrzebujemy wsparcia. Czekaj. Czy to światło? Czy one mają świecący łeb zamiast głowy? Nie pamiętam, że chodząca latarnia morska. Japin idzie na nas. Grupa C3, zgłaszamy anomalię trzeciego typu. Nephilim w okolicy wsi idzie na nas.
Everything was overgrown with vegetation. It's not easy to get there, but somehow I'll find a way. This can give us a lot of information. Maybe we will finally get to know what Jeremy is. That's an odd name for such a creature. The agency has already started snooping around too, but I think I'll be able to dig up the truth soon. They hid it from us. No one knew and no one was supposed to know what was going on in their shitty research facilities. But hey, the sun rises and slowly reveals the truth from the depths of darkness. I just hope it's not too late.